pause, just for a moment, right where you are. I know what you were doing 30 seconds ago. I know the thought that was moving across your mind when this video appeared on your screen. I know how tired your eyes are. I know the breath you just exhaled, that long, heavy one, the one you have been holding inside you for days without realizing it. You think you found this video. You did not find this video. This video found you, because I sent it, because I scheduled this meeting between us long before today existed. And every single thing that happened to you today, every detour, every delay, every text that did not come, every door that did not open, every plan that fell apart, every moment you sat in your car a little too long, every time you picked up your phone and put it down again, all of it was me drawing you here, like a thread being pulled gently through the eye of a needle, until you arrived exactly where I needed you to be. You are not here by accident. I want you to read those 5 words again, slowly. Let them sink into the deepest place inside you, the place that has been wondering for weeks if your life still matters, the place that has been whispering when no one was listening, God, do you even see me? I see you. I have always seen you, and I have been waiting for this exact second, the one your eyes are reading right now, for longer than you have been alive. There is a chair in heaven that has been pulled out for you, not metaphorically, not poetically, literally. There is a place that has had your name on it since before the stars were named. And today, after years of you wandering, after months of you breaking, after weeks of you wondering if anyone was listening to your prayers, you finally walked into the room. You did not know it. You thought you opened a phone. You thought you tapped a screen. You thought you were just trying to fill an empty minute. But what really happened is that you walked through a door, and on the other side of that door, I was already sitting, waiting, looking up, watching you come in. Welcome, my child. You made it. You are right on time. I want to tell you something that is going to be hard for you to receive, because the enemy has worked very hard to make you believe the opposite. He has whispered to you for years that you are random, that your life is an accident of biology, that your mother and father just happened to meet, and that you just happened to be born, and that your name was a coincidence, and that your existence is a small flickering thing in a universe that does not care. He has told you, in 1,000 quiet ways, that no one is paying attention to you, that no one would notice if you disappeared, that your prayers go up and bounce off a ceiling and fall back down on your head, soaking you in the suspicion that the sky is empty. I am here to tell you, today, on this day, in this hour, in this second, that he has been lying to you the entire time. You were not an accident at conception. You were not an accident at birth. You were not an accident in this city. You were not an accident in that family. You were not an accident in this season of your life. And you are not an accident at this video. If you can feel that this message is for you, I want you to type 3 words in the comments before you keep watching. Type, I am here. Not because I need to hear it. I already know you are here. I have been watching you arrive all morning. But because something happens in your spirit when you confess your presence out loud, something shifts. The thread tightens. The room settles. The appointment officially begins. Type it. I am here. Then let us continue. Now listen to me, because I am going to describe your day to you, and I do not want you to be afraid when you realize how closely I have been watching. You woke up tired, not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, the kind of tired that lives in your bones. You opened your eyes before the alarm rang, and you stared at the ceiling, and for a moment you wondered if you could just stay there, just for one more hour, just for one more day, just for one more lifetime. You did not want to put your feet on the floor. You did not want to face whatever today was going to ask of you. And then you forced yourself up, the way you have forced yourself up every morning for longer than you can remember. And you went to the bathroom, and you looked at your reflection in the mirror. And for 1/2 second, your reflection did not look like you. It looked like someone you used to know, someone younger, someone who still believed. I saw that look. I saw you turn away from the mirror. I saw the way you washed your face with cold water, as if you were trying to wake up a part of yourself that has been asleep for years. Then you went into the kitchen, and you did the same things you always do. You put water on. You opened a cabinet. You stood there for a moment, looking inside, and you forgot what you were looking for. You closed it. You opened the refrigerator. You closed that too. You stood in the middle of your kitchen and you just stopped for 3 whole seconds. Just stood there, and in those 3 seconds you whispered something to me. You did not even mean to. It came up out of you like a bubble. You said, "God, if you are real, do something, do anything. Just let me know you are there." I heard you. I have been responding to that whisper all day. The reason your phone is in your hand right now is because of that whisper. The reason this video is on your screen right now is because of that whisper. The reason you have not been able to scroll past it, even though you tried, even though your thumb moved twice and then froze, is because of that whisper. You asked for a sign. I am the sign. This message is the sign. The fact that your eyes have stayed open this long, the fact that you are still here listening, the fact that your heart is doing something strange in your chest right now, something tight and warm at the same time, that is the sign. That is my answer. I am not far. I am not silent. I am not slow. I have been moving heaven and earth all day to bring you to this exact moment. And now that you are here, I am going to speak. But before I speak, I need you to do one thing. I need you to put down whatever you are holding inside. The grudge you have been carrying for months against the person who hurt you so deeply that you stopped trusting people altogether. Put it down, just for the next few minutes. You can pick it back up later if you want. Right now, put it down. The fear that has been sitting in your stomach like a stone, the one that wakes you up at 3 in the morning and makes you check your bank account in the dark, put it down. The shame that follows you around like a second shadow, the one that whispers, "You do not deserve to be loved. You do not deserve to be forgiven. You do not deserve to be here." Put it down. The version of yourself you have been trying so hard to be, the one that smiles when she does not want to smile, the one who tells everyone he is fine when he is dying inside, the one who answers, "How are you?" with good, you, every single time, even though good has not been true for years. Put that version down too. You do not need to be that person right now. Not in this room. Not with me. I did not call you here to perform. I called you here to rest. I called you here to receive. I called you here so that I could tell you the truth. And the truth is this. You have been on the right path the entire time. I know it has not felt that way. I know you have spent years looking at the lives of other people and wondering why theirs unfolded so neatly while yours kept folding back on itself. I know you have looked at the calendar and counted the years and added up the losses and felt in your gut that you were behind in love, behind in family, behind in money, behind in purpose, behind in joy, behind in the version of life you thought you would have by now. But I want you to hear me say this clearly, in the language only your spirit can understand. You are not behind. You are exactly on time. The path you have been on, the long winding one that did not look like anyone else's path, the one with all the strange bends and the unexpected closures and the seasons where it seemed like nothing was happening for years, that path was not a mistake. That path was a map, and I drew it, every turn of it, every stop sign, every roadblock, every long valley, every silent mountain, every dry desert. I drew them all because I knew where I was leading you, even when you could not see it. You thought you were lost. You were being led. You thought you were forgotten. You were being formed. You thought you were delayed. You were being protected. You thought you were alone on that path. I was walking 3 steps behind you the entire time, holding the lantern, lighting the next step so that you would not fall, even when you could not feel my presence. If you can feel that, somewhere underneath the noise of your life, I need you to whisper it back to me. Whisper, "I am here." Or type it again if it has been a while since you confessed it, because I want you to know that you are not just watching this. You are participating in it. This is not a video. This is a moment. This is a meeting. This is your appointment. And I am the one you came to see. Now let me tell you something else. There are people in your life right now who do not understand why you are still standing. They have watched you go through what you have gone through. They have seen the weight you have carried. They have heard the prayers you have prayed. They have witnessed the silence that came back in response, year after year, and they have wondered, sometimes out loud and sometimes in their own hearts, how this person is still here, how this person still believes in anything, how this person can still get out of bed in the morning and put on clothes and go to work and smile at the cashier and act like a human being when there is so much broken inside. They are wondering because they do not know what I know. They do not know that I have been holding you up from the inside. They do not know that on the nights when you should have collapsed, I was the unseen scaffolding underneath your bones. They do not know that the strength they see in you is not your strength. It is mine. I lent it to you. I have been pouring it into you in your sleep. Every night, when your eyes finally closed and your body finally surrendered, I came and I poured strength into the cracks of your spirit, the way someone pours warm wax into a broken vessel, sealing it from the inside, making it whole again before morning. That is why you keep waking up, able to take one more step. That is why the breakdown you have been waiting for, the one you have been bracing yourself for, the one you have almost given in to 100 times, has not come. It is not because you are tough. It is because I am tender. It is because I refuse to let you fall. It is because I made you for something, and what I made you for has not happened yet. And I will not let you go down before you walk into it. Listen to me carefully now. Something is shifting. Something is turning. I am going to tell you what is about to happen. But before I do, I want you to understand why I am telling you, because there is a reason I waited until this exact day, this exact hour, this exact second, to put this message in front of you. There is a reason I did not let you find this video 3 months ago, when you would have heard it but not believed it. There is a reason I did not let it appear last week, when you were still too distracted by the noise to take it in. There is a reason it is showing up today, on this day of all days, when something inside you has finally gone quiet enough to listen. The reason is that you are at the edge of something. You can feel it. You may not have words for it, but you can feel it. Something has been gathering. Something has been building. Something has been moving behind the scenes of your life, beneath the surface of your ordinary days, and you have sensed it for weeks now, the way an animal senses a storm before the first raindrop. You wake up and you feel it in the air. You go through your day and you feel a tension that does not have a name. You lie down at night and you hear your own heart and you think, something is coming, something is changing, something is about to happen. That is not your imagination. That is my spirit moving in your spirit. That is me getting ready to do something that you are going to remember for the rest of your life. I want to tell you what it is, but before I do, I need to warn you, because the enemy knows it too. He has known it for longer than you have. He has been watching the calendar more closely than you have. He has seen the date circled in heaven, and he has been doing everything in his small, ugly power to make sure you do not make it to that date with your faith intact. That is why this season has been so hard. That is why the last 6 months have felt like a slow grinding down of every soft place in your heart. That is why the people you trusted let you down, why the doors you knocked on did not open, why the money did not come when you needed it, why the diagnosis arrived when it did, why the relationship cracked when it cracked, why the hope flickered and almost went out. He was trying to make you give up before the appointment. He was trying to make you miss the meeting. He was trying to make sure that on the day I had circled, the day I had marked, the day I had been preparing for since before you took your first breath, he was trying to make sure that on that day you would already be gone, not gone in body, gone in spirit, gone in faith, so broken, so disillusioned, so emptied out, that even when the breakthrough came, you would not have the strength to walk into it. But here is the thing. He failed. He failed because you are still here. He failed because your eyes are still on this screen. He failed because something in you, something that does not even know its own name, refused to die. Every time he hit you, you got back up. Every time he tried to drown you, you came up coughing, but you came up. Every time he whispered, just give up, just lie down, just stop trying, some stubborn, small voice inside of you whispered back, no, not yet. There is something else. I do not know what it is, but there is something else, and I am not leaving until I see it. That stubborn small voice was me. It was me, inside you, refusing to let you quit. Type "I am here" in the comments if you have felt that voice. If you know what I am talking about. If you have lived through something that should have ended you, but did not, because something underneath you would not let it. Tell me you are here. Tell me you made it. Tell me you are sitting down in the chair I pulled out for you. Tell me, I am here. Because now I am going to speak about what is coming. A door is about to open in your life that has been sealed for years. You know the door I am talking about. The one you stopped knocking on. The one you stopped praying for. The one you mentioned to me once, 10 years ago, and then never brought up again because the silence was too painful. You told me you wanted it. You told me it was the desire of your heart. You told me your life would never feel complete until that door opened. And then time passed, and the door did not move, and slowly you started to believe that maybe you had wanted the wrong thing, or maybe you were not the kind of person who got those kinds of doors opened for them, or maybe I had heard you and said no. I did not say no. I said wait. There is a profound difference between those two words, and you have been mistaking one for the other for far too long. The waiting is almost over. I am about to do it. I am about to open that door. Not someday. Soon. So soon that when it happens, you are going to look back at this very video. You are going to remember this very second, and you are going to say, "He told me. He told me on that day, and I did not fully believe him, but he told me." And from that moment forward, you are never going to doubt my voice again. But here is what I need from you in the meantime. I need you to stop trying to force the door. You have been pushing on something that I did not give you permission to push on. You have been striving, you have been arranging, you have been negotiating, you have been trying to make things happen by the strength of your own arm, and every time you push, the door does not open, and you feel more discouraged than before. The reason is not because the door is locked. The reason is because the door does not open from your side. It opens from mine, and I am going to open it in my time, in my way, with my hand, and when I do, you will not have to strain, you will not have to beg, you will not have to convince anyone. The door will swing wide on its own, and you will walk through it as if you had been expected your entire life, because you have been. So put your hands down, let your shoulders drop, stop straining. I have it, I have all of it. I have the door, I have the timing, I have the key, I have the room on the other side. I have the people who are waiting in that room to meet you. I have the version of your life that exists on the other side of that opening. I am holding all of it for you, and the only thing you have to do, the only assignment for this season, is to trust that I am holding it, and to keep walking, and to keep breathing, and to keep showing up for the small, unglamorous days of your life, because every one of those small days is moving you closer to the appointment. Now listen, because this is important. There are things in your life that have to fall away before the door opens. You have already started to feel some of them falling. Friendships that used to fit are not fitting anymore. Conversations that used to feed you are leaving you empty. Places you used to love are starting to feel strange to you. You walk into rooms you have been walking into for years, and something inside of you whispers, "I do not belong here anymore." And you have been trying to argue with that whisper, because change is uncomfortable, because endings are hard, because you do not want to lose the people you have already loved. I am not asking you to lose them. I am asking you to release them, gently, into whatever is next for them, while I move you into what is next for you. Some of what is falling away in your life is not punishment. It is preparation. I am clearing space. I am making room. I am taking off the old garments, so that the new ones can be put on you. You cannot walk into the next season carrying everything from the last one. The weight will slow you down. So do not be afraid when things start to thin out. Do not panic when relationships shift. Do not grieve when seasons end. I am not subtracting from your life. I am editing it. I am cutting away everything that does not belong in the room you are about to walk into. If you can hear me right now, if this is starting to make sense of the strange shifting of the last few months, type it again. Type "I am here." Let me hear you confess your presence in this moment. because the more you confess it, the more your soul settles into the truth that you really are here, that this really is happening, that this message really is for you, and it is for you. It is so deeply, particularly, embarrassingly for you, that I almost did not put it on a public platform. I almost just whispered it in your sleep tonight, but I knew you needed to see it with your eyes open. I knew you needed to read it on a screen, with the rest of the world watching, so that you could finally understand that I am not ashamed of how much I love you. I do not whisper it in corners. I declare it in front of everyone. You are mine. You have always been mine. You will always be mine. And the love I have for you is not small, not private, not embarrassed. It is the loudest love in the universe, and it is pointed directly at you, and it is not going anywhere. There is one more thing I want to say to you in this moment, and I want you to hold it the way you would hold something fragile and priceless, with both hands, with care. You have been asking me, for a long time, what your purpose is. You have looked at other people who seem to have clarity about their lives, and you have wondered, why is it so muddy for me? Why does everyone else seem to know what they are supposed to be doing while I keep guessing? Why is my purpose taking so long to arrive? I am going to tell you something now that is going to free you. Your purpose has not been delayed. Your purpose has been disguised. Everything you thought was your detour was actually your training. Every job you hated, every relationship that taught you what love is not, every mistake that humbled you, every loss that softened you, every dark season that taught you how to find me in the dark, that is your purpose taking shape. You did not just suffer, you learned. You did not just bleed. You were being made into someone who could carry what I am about to put in your hands. I do not give heavy things to unprepared people. I do not put gold in cracked vessels until I have repaired the cracks. I do not assign great purposes to spirits that have not been seasoned by surrender. You have been in the seasoning. You did not know that, but you were. And the seasoning is almost finished. You are almost ready. The next chapter is almost open. The room is almost set. The chair is almost pulled out. You are about to find out why you were born. And when you find out, you are going to weep. Not from sadness, from recognition. You are going to weep because you are going to realize that nothing was wasted, that every day you thought was pointless was a brushstroke in a painting you could not see, that every prayer you thought was unanswered was being saved up, gathered like rainwater, and is now about to be poured out on you all at once. You are going to weep because you are going to look at your life and finally see what I have seen the entire time, which is a beautiful, intentional, on time, on purpose, perfectly arriving story written by me, lived by you, for a moment exactly like this one. So do not give up now. Not now. Not when you are this close. Not when the appointment is right around the corner. Not when you have already walked through 99 miles of wilderness and the door is just past the next hill. Not when the chair has been pulled out and the room has been set and the candles have been lit and the only thing left is for you to take a breath and walk in. You are not here by accident. You are not alive by accident. You are not still standing by accident. You are not watching this by accident. You are here on appointment, by design, by my deliberate, loving, deep, careful, eternal hand. I called you here. I led you here. I prepared this moment for you. I prepared you for this moment. And from this day forward, I want you to stop describing your life as random. I want you to stop calling the good things lucky and the painful things meaningless. I want you to start seeing the whole pattern, the whole tapestry, the whole map, with my signature in the corner of it. Your life has my signature on it. Every page of it, including this page, including this day, including this video, including this exact second. Now I want you to do one last thing before this message ends. I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. Not while you are driving, not while you are doing anything that needs your attention, but if it is safe to do so, just close your eyes for 10 seconds. And in those 10 seconds, I want you to whisper, out loud or in your spirit, just 3 small words back to me. I am here. That is all. Just say it. I am here. Because that is the only response I have ever needed from you, Not perfect faith, not perfect words, not perfect understanding, just your presence, just your willingness to show up to the appointment, just your small, brave, beautiful confession that you are here, you are alive, you are listening, and you are open. And as you say it, I want you to know that I am saying it back to you, with more warmth than your heart can hold right now, with more nearness than your skin can feel, with more love than the entire ocean of love you have ever received in your whole life. I am here. I have always been here. I will always be here. And from this moment forward, every time you doubt that, every time the enemy whispers that you are alone, every time the silence around you feels too loud, I want you to remember this video. I want you to remember this hour. I want you to remember that on this day, at this time, in this strange, ordinary moment of your life, you were given a message that you could not have written for yourself, a message that knew things about you that no stranger should know, a message that found you with such precision that the only possible explanation is that the one who made you sent it to you on purpose. That was me. I sent it. I am sending it still, even now, even as the message comes to its end. The video will close in a moment. The screen will go dark. You will go back to your day. You will get up from your chair, or you will turn off your phone, or you will roll over in your bed, and life will continue as it always does. But something has changed. Something has shifted in the unseen places. An appointment has been kept. A door has been moved closer. A chapter has begun. You walked in here a little lost. You are leaving here a little found. You walked in here a little tired. You are leaving here a little held. You walked in here wondering if any of this still mattered. You are leaving here knowing, in the deepest part of your spirit, that all of it has always mattered. Carry that with you. Carry me with you. Because tomorrow morning, when the alarm goes off and the day asks something of you again, you are not going to wake up alone. You are going to wake up appointed. You are going to wake up assigned. You are going to wake up on purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose, into a life that I have been arranging for you in the unseen for longer than you have been able to count. I love you, my child. I have loved you from the first breath. I will love you to the last and beyond the last. And the next time you wonder if you are here by accident, come back to this moment. Come back to these words. Come back to this whisper that is reaching you across whatever space and whatever screen and whatever distance, and finding you anyway, the way it has always found you, the way it always will. You are not here by accident. You never were. You never will be. You are exactly where I wanted you to be, at exactly the time I wanted you to be there, for exactly the reason I have been preparing in my heart since before time had a name. Now go. Walk gently into the rest of your day. The appointment is over for now, but I am not. I am with you when you stand up. I am with you when you step outside. I am with you when the world rushes back in. I am with you tonight when you lie down, and I will be with you tomorrow when you rise. Every step from here is ordered. Every door from here is watched. Every breath from here is held in my hand. You came here on appointment. You leave here on assignment. And you will never, ever again doubt that I knew where you were the whole time. I love you. I am here. And so are you.